Welcome to part 2 of my life update video. How have I been? In the end of this video, you will know how I have tackled the situations that I've been going through. If you have not seen my previous video, I will leave it in the description below. I will also leave a card so you can click on that and watch my previous video and come back to this one. You know that because of pandemic and a medical emergency, sudden marriage, sudden death, and a girl going to in-laws house and not able to gel and nobody to support and nobody to share. Being inside 4 walls because of pandemic. Financially, I fell. My health went down as well. So in all the aspects, I really fell down. So these had led me to a big tornado of stress. And I was not okay sharing it with anyone, but at one point I did share it with one of my cousins. Slowly I started realizing by myself that I'm not okay living how I didn't want to live. I had some silly restrictions which I would never ever accept those things. Because I know how much of things I have already given up and how much I have lost myself. And on top of this, I could not let my small happiness to get ruined. So this became very stressful that I was not able to share it with anyone or do anything. At one point, things started bursting out. I really felt a little light, in a very dark cave when you see a little light. That kind of feeling I had when I thought about moving out separately from my in-laws. But I tried to convey this to my new family, but my husband was not really okay with it. So I did not have any option. I really told that things might get bad and it's best to take a good decision. As I feared, things really did go very bad after that. All the fights and misunderstandings increased. Both my husband and I, first time in 5 years of our commitment, we were separated, not talking to each other for a very long time. And also my family felt very drained seeing my situation. But I would not always blame this negative situation because I always take it as a stepping stone for a better life. Things almost went up to we both felt that things are not working out between each other just because of all these problems, but we could not stay without each other as well. So eventually we decided to move separate. It can meant from far away. I'm actually not blaming anyone here because his family really had a lot of problems and burdens, and they were also in a very stressful state, so that they were not able to think about the things I was going through. In this point of time, I had actually become very thin zombie, like not able to do anything properly, not able to speak properly, not able to think right. My family was the only and the biggest strength I had. And also I had a very understanding manager who knew that mental health matters. And I'm really grateful for all these people. I really gained up the courage to put this out just for the reason to show that it will help at least one out of all these people. This is only to let you know that self-love is very, very, very important. You can always blame others, you can always fuss about bad things, but what matters is how you're going to make things better. So the betterment and change starts with you. Yes, human beings make mistakes, and eventually I figured out that because in the process I really lost thought about this. So even though all the things were actually going really bad, I had this feeling in my gut that whatever was happening is for good. And in fact, the things were actually becoming worse. All the bad things are meant for something good to happen. I just have to pass that phase. Passing a bad phase is really, really difficult. At this point, I had 2 cousins' wedding and I was kind of excited for that. And also me being a sister for them, you all know in Indian weddings, the sister has a very important role. And this was my stress buster at that moment. My husband and I moved out separately. We were not able to be very trusting and friendly. We were really hurt a lot by the situation, so we could not be very open to each other. It was a very hard and very big step for him, and I'm really grateful that he took the step for me, and I would always make it worth it. And also for my arthritis, none of the medicines worked, so I started taking an acupuncture treatment with my cousin, and that was a game changer for me. And yes, between my husband and I, from where we started having clashes again, I felt things were actually getting worse and things have gone far out of our hands. At this point, I really lost hope. But slowly, we started working on us. Things got a little better over time. That's it. By now, my mental health was very, very, very bad. And small triggers used to affect me a lot, and this also affected my health. If I was gaining 2 steps, betterment of health and acupuncture, I would go one step of health down because of stress. I tried counseling, it did not help. Talking to people did not help. I was feeling like I was getting more addicted to just telling people, and I was searching like whom can I tell next, whom can I tell next. I don't know how many of y'all can relate this with me. If you have been feeling the same way that I have been feeling, here are the solutions which I'll be telling now, which I have used for my betterment. I started worrying about the facts and future. This put me into a very stressed level. So in one side, as things were going slightly better between my husband and me, I was very stressed thinking about the future and how things were and the facts about how people are. This was impacting a lot in my recovery, and I was trying to come out of the stress loop, but I was repeatedly going into it and it was repeating again and again. Because of this, I always started only looking at negative things. Basically, from my childhood until 2020, I am a person who filters all the negative things about people and see what is positive. That negative thing doesn't matter for me because it's not my problem. It should be a problem for people who are giving out negativity. Because I'm not going to mend it, I'm not going to do anything with it. I really regretted seeing myself in this really broken mental, physical, emotional and financial situation. I was looking at my old videos and photos. I really wanted myself back. But I was only focusing on making myself better. I was really waiting for a chance or something that could mend things for me and make things better like as it was before. I'm really scared to take the next steps. There's a saying, if you really want something good to happen from your heart, the universe makes things come to you. So this is what happened. My organization introduced us to the task human have. I was very new to this and I thought, okay, let me try this because counseling is not very effective on me. And I connected with Vaishali. Eventually, I told her what was happening in my life and I went it out to her. She's a really good listener. She would not bombard me with the facts like given in the counseling, telling this is how things are, you have to accept it, you have to change it this way. Instead, she helped me play a few games, few tasks, and I was wondering how this was even related to what I'm going through. But I really don't know how this magic worked. It actually made me better and it helped me heal from within. So she knew exactly what kind of person I am, what I want in life and how I should get it. And she would make me seek for the solution rather than telling me this, do that. I really started implementing these things and yes, things were falling down. It didn't happen in a flick overnight. We actually worked for around 8 to 9 months for me to be in a sane state. In this current state, I am still healed. I'm not 100% and nobody can be 100% perfect, but I am at least at a point where I can realize things and seek for solutions. Also, she gave me small things to understand so that good hormones are secreted in me. Like for example, I'm interested in photography, blogging. I'm really interested to plan for my things I want for my bucket list. Like for example, Marshall speaker or diamond necklace. These kind of happy things, it started healing me. And I started trusting in myself. So after 2 years of marriage and lots of support from family, friends and Vaishali from Task Human app, and there are many indirect inspiration which I have. I really want to thank through this video to all my family members, especially my mom, dad and also my husband and in-laws. Yes, I do hang out with them now and we are at a decent relationship now. So I started becoming like the way I was and I always believe in karma. So this was meant to happen for me. It really did happen. But I'm really thankful to God that I realized that I want to mend things when I really wanted good things to happen, when I really wanted to fix things. Eventually, a lot of paths was opened for me from the dead end. I started walking in few good paths which helped me heal a lot. And also I request you to only focus more on the solutions and the healing part than on the negative things. Facts about the present. I am not 100% okay with every aspect of my life, but I'm okay up to a level where I can work on it more to make things better. For example, my arthritis has come down. I still have few trigger fingers and working on my strength. I'm in a better position compared to what I was before. These small things and realization will definitely help you come out of depression and focus on what you like to do. It's okay even if it is childish, but if it is something that you like, just go for it. With this, There's a story of how I became the worst of myself that I've ever seen in my life to back to a better me. So in this process, I really felt like I was a worm going inside a cocoon, and at one point I burst out as a butterfly. I know it's very fairy tale kind of. All these solutions did not come to me just like that. I had to wait a lot. I had to keep seeking constantly. I never gave up on finding solutions. And Vaishali has really helped me a lot. And if you wish to connect to her, I will leave the link to her page, her TaskHuman account in the description below. Sometimes when things are hard, I really go with flow, and I always don't think this is how I should be and this is how I should go. If not now, maybe some other time I will achieve things what I want. As everyone says, meditation and positive thinking. Meditation really helps a lot. Sometimes it's just better if you accept some facts and think about what you can do instead of thinking what others can do. Everyone is unique. I still do have my low days. I do have fights at home, but I am able to handle things better. I'm able to be calmer than pitching in and making things worse. You can let go of the expectation, but you really need to have what you need to survive. And guys, it's not really bad to have a support. In fact, in my house itself, I've heard people asking, why do you need an external support? Why are you sharing your problem with a third person? But please don't see things in this way. If you're not well, you go to a doctor. So you're mentally sick, and stress is a mental handicapness. There are many things with respect to life betterment in this app, and this is not a paid promotion. Now my perspective on things have changed back to how I was, as in filtering the negative and seeing positive, thanks to Vaishali. For all the people who have been having many problems, I know everyone's problem is different. But remember, stress or anger are the main reasons which will make things worse. It will make situation worse, your mental health and your physical health, and it will just crash everything. Trust your body, because your body has the power of healing. Okay, I'm sounding like a Guruji. If you wish to really talk more and know more about it, I can do a different video about this. I really thought a lot and then came up with the decision to make this video, which is why the delay. If you're feeling low, don't forget to ask support from your loved one or someone whom you can trust and talk to. So if you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And yes, as you have seen in my video, I have already shifted to my new house, and the part of the video which had the heart-to-heart chat was from my old house. I hope this video was a motivation, at least for someone who's really been in my situation. It showed some way of positivity or some kind of solution, maybe if you were in the same situation. Having said that, I would like to end this video and go to the important note that I'll be having a special announcement going live on Jan 1st of 2024 on my Instagram page exclusively on Wings of My Mind. So if you haven't followed me yet, I will leave a link in the description below and hit the follow button of Wings of My Mind page. So meet you all soon with the new updates and a very brand new year. Thanks for watching this video and subscribe to my channel. So take care. The best love you can have is yourself. Bye-bye.